Well, Michelle, keen to get your thoughts. I thought there was actually some really good moments of journalism in that show,
Yes.
particularly exposing, whipping and all that bizarre stuff. I thought it really hurt themselves by attempting to link everything to Dominic Perrottet in a very tenuous manner.
Yeah, I was going to say that exactly. Tenuous link to Dominic Perrottet. And, kind of as we're moving into an election, it's all a bit conspicuous to me. But I do think, Perrottet, I'm a New South Wales resident. He is my Premier. I do not like Catholicism. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm not a fan of the Catholic Church. But beside that, I've never seen this Premier have any hardline stance, be exceptionally conservative. I've never seen him push his viewpoints onto anyone else. All he's done is lead and get things done. Like, I don't understand where this whole hardline conservative stance has come from. Like, I really don't understand why this narrative is consistently being pushed.
Yeah, it seems to be the left now that wants to conflate your religious credentials with your political and professional credentials, really.
But, if anyone was asked what their religious credentials at the ABC were, I can guarantee you that they would be shown the door.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to ask that.
And it shouldn't even be relevant.
No.
Sophie, what are your thoughts?
I thought the link to Dominic Perrottet was pretty flimsy there, Jack. And he did say in a Sky News interview this week that no complaints were made to the Independent Authority or Education Minister, which I thought was interesting. It was a weak link, I thought. As Michelle puts it quite succinctly, it was also very timely to link it to Dominic Perrottet, given he's really fighting for his life at this election. So I thought it was a pretty weak link, but a perfect hit for Four Corners, given their history on attacking conservative Liberal leaders.
And Sophie, before we go, I want to get your thoughts on this scandal around this cartoon in The Age, which they have completely pulled back. They've self-censored themselves. Can you give us a bit of an update?
Sure, Jack. So The Age ran this cartoon with a very good opinion piece on Sunday, which spoke from the arts editor who wanted to review a play about black women. However, she was told by organisers that only a person of colour would be allowed to review the play. And she said this was basically not right. It shouldn't come down to your race as to whether or not you can review a play. So The Age ran this cartoon, which is on screen now. It caused significant uproar on social media. And consequently, The Age editor, in his first day on the job, he's just started this week, he apologised profusely for the cartoon and they pulled it down in all their records, and it's also removed from the State Library of Victoria because they upset various social groups. I thought this was a weak move by The Age. Given that they're just bowing to criticism, it raises the question also, how do cartoonists successfully draw people of colour without upsetting certain groups of society?
Yeah, particularly when it pertains directly to the story about people being segregated by their race and not able to be the critics. It was the whole point of the story. I found it quite cowardly, the back down